In London, there was a magic show held by a magician named Angier, or known as the Great Danton. He shows his signature magic trick called the Real Transported Man, where he will disappear and appear in another place. Before the show begins, Angier will invite the audience to inspect the machine he uses, and at that time Borden, who is Angier's rival, comes on stage to inspect his device. Unlike the other audience members who are interested in the device, Borden goes to the back of the stage to find out the trick Angier is using.
No.
At the bottom of the stage, Borden finds a blind worker and a glass box filled with water. As Borden watched, Angier suddenly entered the box and it automatically locked with the original padlock, killing Angier in front of Borden, who immediately became a murder suspect. Shortly after, the trial was held and Borden was sentenced to hang. While in prison, a lawyer named Owens came to see him and said that his client named Lord Caldlow wanted to buy his magic tricks. Borden initially agreed, but he did not want to sell his best trick called the Transported Man, even though it was the trick that Lord Caldlow wanted the most. Borden refuses, but Owens persuades him that Lord Caldlow will take care of his daughter Jess in exchange for the trick.
Papers said was better evil.
Borden did not agree and Owens's visit ended. Before leaving, Owens gives him Angier's notebook.
And ask him yourself.
Back in his cell, Borden reads Angier's notebook, which contains their past. When they were young, Borden and Angier both worked as magic assistants. Once they worked with Cutter, who was an engineer who made magic tools, and also Julia, who was Angier's wife. They were working for a magician named Milton, who always performed the trick of women breaking free from bonds in a watery glass box. Angier and Borden served as fake spectators and they would be chosen to bind Julia. During the performance, Borden was in charge of tying Julia's hands, but after the performance was over, Cutter scolded him because the knot was too loose.
Listen, no more mistakes.
In a later conversation, Cutter asked them to watch a Chinese magician's performance and analyze his tricks. Borden and Angier watched the Chinese magician's performance and Borden immediately recognized the trick. According to him, the Chinese magician pretended to have difficulty walking in order to hide the trick. He seemed amazed that the magician sacrificed his freedom of life for magic.
Fish. You're wrong. Can't be.
As the days went by, Borden met a woman named Sarah who he fell in love with while being an assistant. One night, Milton's show was held again, and this time Borden seemed to tie a different knot, but unfortunately, the show failed and ended tragically because Julia could not untie her hands, so she drowned in a glass box. Julia's death left Angier devastated and resentful of Borden, and the dispute between them began.
Don't know?
Shortly after the incident, Borden, who was married to Sarah, got the news that Sarah was pregnant, and he also got the first contract for the magic show. At that time he already had an engineer named Fallon who started working with him. Borden's magic show began. The audience seemed dissatisfied with the show and Borden was about to perform a dangerous bullet-catching trick.
Who wants to volunteer?
One of the audience members was chosen as a volunteer, and it turned out to be Angier in disguise.
If there are any ladies or gentlemen here.
Angier put his bullets into the gun, but when he fired, Fallon deflected them and the shots only hit Borden's fingers. Even so, Borden lost 3 of his fingers.
Are you man enough, sir? And I told him the truth.
Meanwhile, Angier was visited by Cutter, who invited him to work together and introduced a new assistant named Olivia. They began to become a team and designed a new trick. During their performance, Angier asked 2 audience members to volunteer.
The lady in the aisle of the second row, I believe she has yours. Madam, if you place one hand on.
This time, Borden came in disguise to mess up the trick. He messed up the tool used by Angier and the tool hurt the finger of a woman who volunteered. One day, Angier attends an exhibition of a scientist named Tesla who researches electricity. Borden was also there to watch, but the exhibition didn't seem to be going well, so Borden left and Angier followed him. Angier then saw Borden, who went to Sarah and his born child. He then hated Borden even more because he was living happily with his family. Shortly after that, Borden put on another show and he performed a great trick called the Transported Man. The audience loved the trick, and apparently Angier also thought it was an amazing trick. He then discussed the trick with Cutter. Cutter then guessed that Borden used a substitute person in the trick, but Angier and Olivia thought it was the same person. Eventually they decide to replicate the trick, but by using a surrogate, so they will look for someone who looks like Angier.
It was the greatest magic trick I've ever seen.
The same man comes out of that second cabinet, I promise.
Olivia seems to know someone suitable. She introduces them to Root, who is an unemployed actor. Root does bear a slight resemblance to Angier, and Cutter polishes him up so that he resembles Angier even more. Angier's The Transported Man show was put on and was a success, except that Root was the one who got all the applause when Angier hid under the stage. Angier didn't seem satisfied with that, so he wanted the secret of Borden's trick. He told Olivia to work for Borden and be his spy.
It's astonishing, isn't it? And tell me.
Olivia works for Borden, and Borden moves the location of his show to the front of Angier's theater, so they are at odds. At the same time, Root started to make trouble and asked Angier for more money, and Angier agreed because he wanted to continue playing the trick with Root until he found out Borden's real secret. Unbeknownst to Angier, apparently Root had been visited by Borden. Borden seemed to know that Angier was using Root in his trick, so he heated up Root so that his relationship with Angier would become tenuous and ultimately harm Angier.
What do I owe the pleasure of this rather welcome? Was that when I incorporated this bloke?
After that meeting, it seems that Root started acting out and performing in his own style. Even one day he teamed up with Borden to trap Angier to hurt his leg and humiliate him in front of the audience.
Very good.
Cutter helped Angier treat his leg and he accused Olivia of treason. Angier went to Olivia and Olivia claimed to have done everything Angier told her to do. She also gave him Borden's notebook that she had brought for one night, but Angier wanted to steal it, so he ransacked Borden's workshop so Olivia wouldn't be blamed. The next day, Borden and Fallon saw that the place was a mess and realized that Angier stole the notes. Even so, Borden's show went on. One night after the show, Borden went home on foot and Angier followed him. Behind Angier, Fallon also followed him, and it turned out to be a trap to catch Fallon. Long story short, Borden came to meet Angier at a cemetery to get Fallon back, but Angier asked for the secret of the transported man trick instead. Borden then wrote down the keyword and method of the trick, and Angier told him that Fallon had been buried alive. Borden then quickly opened the grave and Fallon survived. Angier then went to Cutter, who was in the hospital because his hand was shot by Fallon while arresting him. There Angier also opened the paper given by Borden, which contained the keywords and methods of the transported man, and it turned out that the contents read Tesla. Seeing that, Cutter seemed unable to follow Angier's obsession anymore, so Angier went alone to America to meet Tesla. Once there, Angier initially struggled to meet Tesla, but eventually they were able to meet, and Angier paid a lot of money to have a device made by Tesla.
If I were to build for you this machine, you would be man's grasp exceeds his nerve.
Several attempts were made and the device did not seem to work, and Angier always waited for the success of the device in a hotel. While reading Borden's note, Angier realized that it was given to him by Olivia on Borden's orders.
Today, my mystery is proved. May you find solace for your thwarted ambition.
Apparently, Olivia had fallen in love with Borden and did everything Borden asked. Angier, who was angry, then went straight to Tesla's workplace and accused them of just using his money without intending to make him a device. But soon Tesla came in and said that he was actually making a device, it just didn't work the way he wanted it to. At that time, Tesla brought Ali's cat to be used as an experimental object, but the cat remained there like Angier's hat that had always been used as an experimental material. Angier then left Tesla's place disappointed, but while not far away, he found a pile of hats and another cat similar to Ali's cat.
So the machine was working. I never bothered to.
Angier then called Ali and they realized that every experiment they did always succeeded in doubling the object of the experiment, but in a place they did not expect. Tesla then said that he had to research it, so Angier returned to his hotel. The next day, Angier came to Tesla's place, but the place was destroyed and on fire. Angier checked out of the hotel where he was staying, but it turned out that Tesla left something for him, and it was a device that he invented. In addition to the device, Tesla also left a letter in which there was a warning to destroy the device.
You will find what you are looking for in this box.
Even so, Angier doesn't care about it and instead tries the device alone. At the same time, Borden's relationship with his wife was deteriorating because Sarah seemed to know Borden's secret that made her life miserable. Unable to take it anymore, Sarah ended her life by hanging herself. Upon his return from America, Angier immediately called Cutter and invited him to work together again, but this time he did not assign Cutter behind the scenes, but asked him to get a contract. Angier said that he wanted to stage one last show called The Real Transported Man, and Cutter saw that Angier had prepared some blind stage crew.
Good rehearsal space. The sort that Borden can't ignore.
Shortly after, Cutter came back with Mr. Ackerman, who wanted to see the trick before giving the contract. Angier showed the trick and Mr. Ackerman was very impressed after seeing it.
Pardon me.
After getting the contract, Angier started to perform his show, which received a lot of praise from many people. Borden also watched the show, and it seemed that he was jealous of Angier's trick because he could not guess the secret at all. Borden, who was frustrated, then got angry at Fallon because he could not solve the secret or make something greater than Angier. Show after show was performed by Angier, and he was now called the greatest magician in England. Strangely, this time Borden said that he admitted defeat. He no longer wanted to know the secret of Angier's tricks and told Fallon to let Angier enjoy his tricks. One night, Angier's show was back on, but Borden returned to watch the show in disguise. When Angier invited the audience to see his contraption up close, Borden went backstage where he saw Angier fall to his death in a glass box and became a suspect. After being in prison, Borden, who was reading Angier's notes, found Angier's words to him directly. Borden then thought that the note was a fake, but Owens, who came back to visit, said that it was the original Angier note. A confused Borden then gave the trick note to Owens because he agreed to Lord Caldlow's offer to take care of Jess in exchange for the trick. After Owens received the notes, it turned out that there were no notes from the Prestige Act, or the last of the 3 acts in magic. Borden then said that he would give him the notes if Owens came back with Jess.
I've missed you so much. Fallon's missed you too.
Shortly after, Jess was actually brought there, but not with Owens, but with Lord Caldlow. Upon seeing him, Borden was very surprised because he immediately recognized that Lord Caldlow was Angier. Borden was immediately angry and worried about Jess, who was brought by Angier, especially when Angier threatened him. Borden then gave his secret note to Angier, but Angier didn't care and tore the paper. Angier then left, leaving Borden angry and rebelling against the officers. Soon after, Borden was sentenced to hang and actually died. After prison, Angier then went home to bring Jess with him. At his house, it turned out that there was already Cutter, who intended to talk to Lord Caldlow to buy Angier's tools. Cutter was immediately surprised to find out that Lord Caldlow was Angier.
Make sure that machine is never used again. You're still alive.
Later that evening, Cutter and Angier brought their magic tools to Angier's storage place, which was full of glass boxes on the sides. After they talked for a while, Cutter left with a disappointed expression on Angier.
Put it down there.
He said it was agony.
When Cutter left, someone entered Angier's storage room and shot him. Angier was shocked to see that it was Borden. Angier, who was in pain, then guessed that Borden had a twin brother who became Fallon, but Borden denied it. He said that they were both Fallon and also Borden, and they took turns doing the role. Borden said that a good trick requires a lot of sacrifice, but Angier also admitted that he had made sacrifices. The first time he used Tesla's device, Angier successfully created himself and immediately shot his newly created self dead. Since then, Angier has always done that in the performance of the real transported man without knowing whether he would be the one in the box or the one standing in the Prestige. After speaking, Angier, who couldn't take it anymore, died. Borden then left Angier's corpse in a storage area that was starting to burn, and there were many glass boxes with Angier's corpse inside.
You want to be fool.
After that, Borden went to see Jess, who was being taken care of by Cutter.